Hi guys, this is my first Photoshop tutorial video. As an architecture student, I sort of find it quite difficult to find a lot of Photoshop tutorials aimed specifically at architects. So I thought I would help people out and sort of share some information of what I have learned as a student. Today we're going to be looking at how to create photos like this one you see here on the left, and convert them into sort of watercolor images, such as this on the right. And this is really effective for renderings because you're just taking such a bit of the detail out of the photograph, so it's a bit more forgiving when you're sort of placing your own project into these images. I was actually inspired to do this tutorial by this image here, which I found on Dezeen, and it's actually of a proposal by Gort Scott. And I'll leave the link to that in the description. But as you can see here, it's just really simple. That's their project there. They haven't needed to put a lot of detail into it, because they've just taken that detail and sort of given this cartoony effect to the context. This image here is one of my own from one of my projects at university, and if I take it out of full screen mode, I'll show you what the image was before. That was the image, that's our site there. And I sort of used a lot of the effects that we're going to be going through in today's tutorial. And if I flip back to my Prezi, you can really see how little detail I've actually got on this. But I sort of get away with it because I've just taken all the detail out of the context and give it quite an abstract feel. Yeah. Okay, as you might have seen as we flicked past it, this is the image that we're going to be working on in today's tutorial, and let's get started. Okay, first things first, I'm just going to unlock this background layer, and we're going to sort out the verticals, just straighten them up. If you're an architect student and you're not straightening up the verticals, then it's something you really should be doing, because it just makes your images look so much neater. You'll get hammered in crits if you don't do it. Okay, so just pull these out using the free transform. Yeah, straight. Let's do this quite quickly. And then just crop off these corners. Right, things to be looking at when you're first sort of preparing an image for this effect is, in particular, the sky. Here we've got quite a white sky, and that just won't translate well to this watercolor effect, because it will sort of make all these buildings look a lot more vibrant, and if the sky's just white, then it will just look a bit off. And also with the coloured skies, it gives more potential for sort of grunge layers over the top, or a paper effect. And I'm just going to put a new sky on by just selecting the current sky, and let's get up a sky which I prepared here. I tend to go with skies with sort of quite defined clouds, because they're just the ones that will look, they'll just look best with this, and you can like sort of frame buildings with them, which is exactly what I'm going to do here. So we'll just select this sky, give this layer a clipping mask, and unlink these. And I'd quite like to frame this building here with this cloud, so let's just play around with this. Put this down. Yeah, that's quite good. Got a bit of it peeking through there, but that's fine. Okay, and let's merge these. Okay, so this is our base image, and we're going to convert this to a smart object. And why we do this will become apparent a bit later on. And we're going to duplicate this layer 3 times. And the quick way to do this is using Command J on a Mac and Control J on a PC. And we're going to rename these layers Cutout, Dry Brush, and medium. And these are the names of the filters which we're going to be applying to them. So turn these top two off. On the cutout layer, go to filter, filter gallery, cutout, and might want to play around with these, but here we've got it set to 442, and you can see here the effect that it's giving us. Just sort of simplifies all the colours, gives it sort of quite a cartoony feel. And I'm going to hit OK. Set this layer to luminosity. So yeah, we've just got a bit of that background photo coming back in, just defining these edges. Okay, then we'll go to our dry brush layer, turn that on. Then we'll go to filter, filter gallery again, and dry brush. And this is quite a big sort of high res image, so I've got this set to 10, 10, and 3. Maybe if we're using sort of a slightly lower res image, you'll want to sort of tweak these a little bit, but that's what we'll go with for now. And the reason that we've gone with these, change these to smart objects, is we can actually go and then change these again afterwards, these filters, so it gives us more room for manipulation later on. And this we're going to set to screen. So you can see already how much more vibrant this is going to make this image. Okay, with medium, turn this layer on, and go filter, noise, medium, and 12 pixels looks about right. I could do, yeah, let's go with 12. Okay, and then this will be soft light. If I can find it. Okay, and yeah, that's sort of the basis of what we're going to be going with, and you can sort of see where it's coming along. And I'm actually going to turn the opacity down of these layers a little bit, just so we get a bit more of this photo through and take out a bit of this sort of harsh vibrance it's got to it. So we'll go 70% on both of these, and medium 60. Yeah, 60 is fine. Okay, and to really sort of finish off this watercolour effect, I think add a sort of a paper texture behind. So we'll go to Finder here, and this will really make it feel like it's. Go with this one. I've got a couple of options here. Okay, overlay this, and this will just really sort of finish it off and make it look like it's actually painted onto a sort of canvas. And we'll just change this to play around and go, oh no, not overlay, soft light. Yeah, see that's what we're going for. It just gives this slightly sort of blotchy texture as it would be. And actually this sky here, I'm not sure I really like that. What's giving us that? Yeah, that's the cutout. That's the cutout. So I'm actually going to rasterize this layer. Just going to select this and knock this bit up here. And then we're just going to fill this with the blue that we've got here. There we go. Yeah, that's a bit better. Bring these back in. That's what we're getting, and yeah, that's about it, guys. And this will work really well as well with like Revit renders when you've got all the shadows and stuff. I mean, the example that I showed you for my project, this was all just done in SketchUp and Photoshop. But yeah, I can imagine it working really well with Revit renders. And yeah, that about wraps this up. Probably will do more tutorials. Illustrator, I want to do some tutorials on, because as an architect they're really difficult to find for things like floor plans and stuff. It's just such a good program, and InDesign is another program I use a lot, so I could do some tutorials on that as well. If you guys just let me know in the comments if there's any tutorials that you would like, and cheers.